A lot of my breeder friends have asked me to make a video of how I do my tails and dewclaws for my puppies, so we're going to do that today. And we've got our hemostats here. We dip them in rubbing alcohol and a very sharp pair of surgical scissors. We dip those in alcohol. So for my rubber bands for my tails, number 32 is what I use. And the first thing I do is put the rubber band on. Just pull it kind of snug. And then you make sure it's not going to interfere with the function of the rectum. So we'll just pull it down a little bit. Make sure that there's plenty of space there. Pull it tight. Double knot. And then cut the excess band off. And it just goes numb here in about 30 minutes. And then it'll shrivel up and fall off in just a couple of days. So we check for rear dewclaws, and this puppy doesn't have any. It's okay. Yeah. And get our hemostats and our alcohol. And then you just place the hemostats on there like that. Pop it off of there. It's okay. Just like that. All done. No blood. See? There. Then we move on to our next puppy. Okay. So we just make sure it's not going to interfere with the function of the rectum whenever it swells up. Good boy. Pulled it snug. See there? Tie it in a double knot. No rear dewclaws. No blood again. See? Good job. Here's our next puppy. Now we've got our band where we want it there, and we're just going to tie it in a double knot. It's okay. There. No rear dewclaws. No blood. Good job. There are four vets in the practice that I use, and they've all worked with me extensively on critiquing this method. So you want to be sure that you work with your vet if it's something that you want to try by yourself at home. So we've got our little band on there. See the length? Some Australian Shepherd breeders and their vets tend to take off too much tail, and the puppies don't have anything to raise whenever they're trying to go to the bathroom. And you want to leave at least 2 vertebrae so they have something to wiggle when they see you. No rear dewclaws there. And also so they have something to raise up when they're going to the bathroom so it doesn't get all over them. You want to be super careful with your really sharp scissors. No blood. Good job. Got our little band on there. So that's just perfect there. See, we've got enough room for the place where you put the band to swell up, and then it'll fall off, still while not interfering with the function of the rectum. That's real important. Good job. There you go, sweet baby. No blood. See there? Good job. I'm going to move the camera over here a little bit further. Adjust my lighting so you can see what I'm doing here. There. I'm going to pick your puppy up and hold the tail up so you can see where the band actually is before you tie it off. Good job. No rear dewclaws. Good job. It's okay. Lay down here. There you go. Yes. See, no blood. Good job. It's alright. Alright, now that band moved down too far, so we're just going to take it off and start again. So just unfold it there. You cannot you can't make a loop and then slide it on the tail. It doesn't work good like that. You have to tie it while it's on the tail. Go around and tie it. See, that's the perfect length. We have enough space for the tail to swell up where the band is without interfering with the function of the rectum. That's real important. I'm just gonna keep telling you guys that. You don't want to get those bands too close. Good job. No blood. Now see, your rubber band folds that way, so you want to make sure that you put it on that way and not have to roll it over backwards. If you can, they get squirmy. So that's a little short. We're just going to pull that down a little bit, just a hair, and then pull it snug. Tie it in a double knot. Cut the excess off. Sometimes the bands fall off. Sometimes Mama chews them off, so you have to have a good supply of rubber bands to just keep putting them back on. Sometimes the first time Mamas will chew all the bands off just within a few minutes of putting them on. Okay, gotta hold still. See there? Good, you're fine. Yes. Got some little crybabies. All done. No blood. Where are you going? No rear dewclaws. You can kind of hold them with your arm if you have to. Just pull it snug. See there? Clip the excess off. And then if you need to do any genetic health testing, you would just have your envelopes ready and already labeled with each puppy's identification. And then you would put their dewclaws inside the envelope before you get the next puppy. Good job. All right, we're all done.